Good morning. If we could have everyone take a seat. Councilmember Mayfield, can we get you up here? And Jonathan. How is everyone this morning? And if you're from Mount Hollywood, you say woohoo. Okay, love it. All right, well, good morning again and welcome. I am Angela Charles, Director of Charlotte Water, and it is a great honor to have you all join us here to celebrate the commissioning of the Mount Holly Pump Station, a vital part of the Stowe Regional Water Resource Recovery Facility. I would now like to take a moment to acknowledge the elected officials and or their representatives and government leaders from across our great region who have joined us today. First, we have Lauren, and when I call your name, if you just want to wave your hand or nod or just say woohoo, that works too. Okay, so we have Lauren Kennedy from U.S. Senator Thom Tillis's office. We have Lindsay Rooser from U.S. Senator Ted Budd's office. We have, it's James Estes here from U.S. Congressman Tim Moore's office. All right, he's on our list. We have North Carolina General Assembly Representative John Torbett and his wife, Lydia. Thank you for being here. Mount Holly Mayor David Moore, Mayor Pro Tem Lawrence Shoemaker, City Manager Jonathan Blanton, Assistant City Manager Brian DuPont, and former City Manager Danny Jackson. Did Danny get here? Okay, he's supposed to be here. Okay, we also have Mount Holly Public Works Director Jason Green. And then we have Mount Holly City Council members Kenneth Reeves, Brian Huff, Jeff Meadows, Ivory Craig, and Phyllis Harris. Also, former City Councilman Jerry Bishop. Is he here? Let's give the Mount Holly folks a hand. We've got our elected officials are stacked thick this morning. I love it. We also have from North Carolina Attorney General's Office, Larkin Elphiston here. City Council, Charlotte City Council member, LaWanna Mayfield, who has also been a great supporter of Charlotte Water. We have Deputy City Manager Allison Craig, and Charlotte Water Advisory Committee member Gordon Miller is here, and he's also from the town of Matthews. Any former Charlotte directors here? Okay, and have I left any elected officials out today? Because we want to make sure that you're recognized. Okay, good. So it looks like we've got everyone. So we are grateful to you all for joining us this morning as we celebrate the commissioning of this pump station. Our vision is to be a model of effective wastewater management and environmental responsibility for others to follow. We want to be that model. The Stowe project, which is just right across the river, represents a joint effort between Charlotte Water and the cities of Mount Holly and Belmont to bring a more cost-effective and environmentally conscious wastewater management services to our community. This connection is both an incredible engineering feat and is an example of the importance of working together to manage our region's wastewater. Today, Charlotte Water is commemorating our connection to Mount Holly by pooling our resources together and our expertise together. We can ensure that our communities have the necessary infrastructure to accommodate growing wastewater demands while safeguarding our natural water resources. As you know, the greater Charlotte region is experiencing population growth unlike anything that we've seen before. And in the decade between 2024, which was last year, and 2034, the population of the Stowe service area, that includes the Mecklenburg County side and also the Gaston County side, is expected to grow by 136%, from roughly 75,000 residents to 177,000 residents. Therefore, our three cities have joined forces to provide the necessary infrastructure and treatment capacity to accommodate future wastewater flow projections. Today's milestone marks the connection of two communities across the Catawba River. It is the result of many, and I underscore many, years of hard work, planning, and collaboration. As part of this morning's ceremony, we will visually track the official start of wastewater flow from the new Mount Holly pump station, which is 2 Mile Right, your left to Charlotte Water's collection system, where it will be clean to near drinking water standards. Just a little bit about the Stowe project is so noteworthy because it not only brings the state-of-the-art infrastructure online to serve our growing community, but also protects our natural resources and provides recreational spaces for our community to enjoy, a true win for everyone. So I would like to express also my appreciation to the numerous Charlotte Water employees. If you're a Charlotte Water employee, raise your hand, and you can say woo-hoo too if you want to. Consultant team members, that includes Haskell, Black & Veatch, HDR, and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to bring the Mount Holly pump station to life. So I would like for Mount Holly Mayor David Moore, and we're going to try to get you guys on this platform here, Charlotte Council Member LaWanna Mayfield, and Manager Jonathan Blanton. If you will come up, we're going to have you to ceremoniously start the flow. So now, let me demonstrate.
Right.
Okay. Get up here.
Look,
And then return.
that way.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna turn that way. Also, since we have Jonathan Allison, if I can get you to come up here representing Charlotte City Management and staff. Okay, now let's go that way. Okay, no workman's comp. No
Right.
workman's comp.
Right.
Okay, so I need you guys stand up. Okay, we get on this side. Okay, all right, and
This way.
yeah,
me.
okay, that's right. Go towards Mayor Moore. Okay, and then on 3, we want you guys to turn 3 times. You got to go 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Turn the wheel.
This feels like a kid's game.
Okay. They're having fun. Y'all give them a hand. They're doing a great job. Okay.
Remember being a kid out there?
All right, we're good. All right, thank you. All right. And there's also a tracker here on this video because we know it takes 18 minutes for the flow to reach the Charlotte Water side. So let me see here. All right, so we invite you to watch the video, and by the end of the ceremony, we'll have a visual representation of this achievement in real time. And so we got this started. Okay, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the long history. Charlotte Water's been discussing the need of a wastewater treatment plant since the 70s, okay, on the western part of Mecklenburg County. Conversations about partnerships between Charlotte Water and Mount Holly began when state environmental standards required significant upgrades to wastewater treatment plants. These upgrades would have been cost prohibitive for utility customers in Mount Holly and other cities. So Charlotte Water, along with our partnering local governments and state agencies, conducted various planning studies to understand the future wastewater needs in our growing region. And these studies recommended that Charlotte Water partner with Mount Holly and Belmont to retire their aging wastewater treatment plants and implement a regional partnership for future wastewater management. In 2007, ideas began to form into a more cohesive plan. Charlotte Water's wastewater treatment capacity master plan concluded that the most efficient, cost-effective, an environmentally friendly solution for the region would be for Charlotte Water to build a facility along the Catawba River in Mecklenburg County. This means that this collaboration, this ceremonial turning of the valve, is more than 20 years in the making. Charlotte Water entered into agreements with Mount Holly in 2018 to form a regional partnership for wastewater management in northwest Mecklenburg County and eastern Gaston County. A design-build team for the project was selected in 2020, and that is the Black and Beach Haskell. Construction in 2022, and the rest, as they say, is history. So we are especially proud of what we're doing here today because we're consolidating 2 outdated wastewater treatment plants into a state-of-the-art facility, enhancing service to communities in both northwestern Mecklenburg and eastern Gaston. And why are my comments so long? Because we know we got 18 minutes for this wastewater to get across the river. Okay, specifically as part of this project, the Mount Holly wastewater treatment plant is being retired and it is replaced with the Mount Holly pump station. That is because the aging plant would have required a major upgrade to meet current environmental regulations. Once complete, the Stowe facility, Charlotte Water's largest project to date, will process 15 million gallons of wastewater a day. That includes the Mount Holly portion, with the capacity to expand to 25 million gallons in the future. So again, we appreciate your presence this morning. We look forward to our continued partnership with Mount Holly in the years to come. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite Mount Holly's mayor, David Moore, to join me as we have a special gift for him. Okay, and if you can give it to Councilmember Mayfield. And if you guys will stand so folks can get your picture. First, the plaque. Give the plaque first. We've been told that Mount Holly has a wall that has plaques on it. And so we wanted to be consistent with what's in the town facility, the city facility. So this special plaque is a gift from Charlotte Water to the city of Mount Holly, and it is to commemorate the connection we are forging today. Next, for all of the communities, and again, Charlotte Water is a regional water and wastewater utility for every town and small community in Mecklenburg County. We have presented their mayors a Charlotte Water picture to signify the partnership, even though it may be somebody else's water. In this wonderful picture, we wanted to present this to Mount Holly for your council meetings and any other occasion that you have. We want you to know you're part of our family, and we present you this picture. Thank you. We want you, that represents connection to our community. Thank you. And now we will have a few words from Mayor Moore from Mount Holly.
Thank you, Angela. Remember, we've got 18 minutes, right? So we're going to fill the gap in. So good morning and welcome to Mount Holly. We appreciate your presence here today. It's wonderful to be with you today to celebrate the connection of the Mount Holly and Charlotte communities through Stowe Regional Water Resource Recovery Facility. Thank you, Angela, for your kind welcome. I am Mount Holly's Mayor, David Moore. As a lifelong resident of Mount Holly and a business owner here for over 40 years, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to see a vision this community has worked toward for such a long time become reality. This day has been eagerly anticipated for a number of years, and we feel very grateful to have a partner like Charlotte Water in this endeavor. We are here today because construction is now complete on the new pump station to our right. The pump station has replaced the former Mount Holly Water Treatment Facility, also to the right, which is in the process of being deconstructed. The former water treatment facility was originally constructed in 1983 and was designed to treat up to 6 million gallons of water per day, while drawing its water supply from Mountain Island Lake. Yet, as the years have passed and the region's populations continued to grow, the city knew it would eventually need to replace this wastewater treatment facility. I was on the Mount Holly City Council in the early 2000s and remember those conversations taking place back then. Here was the situation we found ourselves in. That aging plant would have required major upgrades to meet current state environmental standards and remain operational. Yet these upgrades would have been cost prohibitive for our utility customers. It seemed only natural to begin considering solutions for the future for our wastewater management that included building a regional partnership. We participated in many planning studies with Charlotte Water to understand which options would make the most sense and offer the best benefits for all parties involved in the long term. Nearly 20 years ago, but Mayor Huff, it's probably been longer than that, hasn't it? Probably more like 25, but the idea of the Stowe facility began to appear. We could all envision a brand new state-of-the-art wastewater treatment facility along the banks of the Catawba River when we closed our eyes. And we all felt strongly that this was the way to proceed. In 2018, the City of Mount Holly officially entered an agreement with the Charlotte Water to join forces for a regional wastewater partnership between Northwest Mecklenburg County and Eastern Gaston County. We are all pleased that we did this and made this decision. This project is being funded by Charlotte's Water's revenue bonds and has estimated total cost of $650 million. Mount Holly has contributed $40 million toward the Mount Holly pump station's construction. This is a significant investment in the sustainability for our small community. We see this partnership as a gold star in our city's history, as it brings with it high-paying, high-tech jobs, a commitment to environmentalism, an investment in the community via public green spaces, and most importantly, it will meet our population's future wastewater needs for years to come. As a resident of Mount Holly, we take great pride in being a thriving community located next to a mighty Catawba River, and we consider ourselves to be important stewards of what Mother Nature has given us. That's why I'm particularly pleased that the Stowe facility will include enhanced purifying technology that will achieve near drinking quality water levels for the water that is released back into the Catawba River. I'd like to take a moment to commend Mount Holly former city manager Danny Jackson, who believed in this project from the beginning and through his steady leadership helped turn a vision into an impressive reality. Additionally, I would like to spotlight the amazing work of some of Mount Holly's representatives and employees who are with us today. This project would not be possible without their belief in more environmentally friendly future. They are Jeff Womack from the Water Treatment Operations. If you'll just wave your hand, Jeff. Former City Councilman Jerry Bishop is back there with us, and he was our police chief for 10 years. Kerrigan Fowler, Sarah Conder, Keith Lynch from Sewer Treatment Operations. Public Works Director Jason Green, and Assistant City Manager Brian DuPont. We can't name all all the people that was part of this project has spanned for decades. But we want to recognize all former city council members who were involved in the planning, funding, and decision making for this project. We also like to recognize an important group of individuals who are here with us today. They have diligently worked at the Mount Holly wastewater treatment plant over the years to ensure the plant operated properly and kept the city's wastewater clean. And we would not be able to celebrate this achievement without their contributions. So any city employee or a council member, if you could just stand so we could celebrate you. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you guys for all your time and effort. This has been a long-term project, one that's been carried forward through multiple city administrations, and we owe them all a debt of gratitude for their foresight and their planning. Through it all, we've kept the important goal in mind to save money for the Mount Holly utility customers and residents and create a cleaner river for everyone to enjoy now and in the generations to come. I now ask Mount Holly's city officials to stand as we take an acknowledgement and raising of the Mount Holly flag on the fire truck next to the pump station. Thank you. You guys want to stand, John? Okay. We have to have patience. Okay. Mr. Torbett, I'd also like to thank you and the state of North Carolina for the money that we received for decommissioning of the plant. It made a huge difference for our city. We do appreciate you for that. Next up, I would like to introduce our city manager, Mr. Jonathan Blanton.
Well, good morning, Mount Holly. What an incredible day to be down here celebrating this regional success. I want to thank you all for being here, and as much as I would like to take credit for the great things that are happening here today, I'm a bit late to this party. I have only been city manager since January 2024, but it is incredibly exciting to be with you here this morning as we feel the excitement that is truly in the air. Thank you, Angela and Mayor Moore, for that warm welcome, and most importantly, thank all of you for being here today. Here in Mount Holly, strong communities are the cornerstone of any government, and it is my personal goal as the city manager to work with our city council and our city employees to help provide the highest quality of life for all the residents here in the city of Mount Holly. That is why I am so proud to be here today to celebrate the commissioning of the Mount Holly Pump Station. First and foremost, as the mayor said, I want to express our gratitude to the North Carolina General Assembly, Representative Torbett, our local delegation that provided $15 million for the decommissioning of our wastewater treatment plant. Absolutely. Let's hear it for our General Assembly. This project also owes a lot to the hard work of Mount Holly's former city attorney, Mr. Kemp Michael. His daughter, Miss Marie Anders, is with us today, our current city attorney. Mr. Michael and our Utilities Commission worked very hard on this project for many, many years. So this is a wonderful, wonderful project to finally see come into fruition. So thank you, Marie. Thank you, Kemp, and our Utilities Commission for all of the assistance on this project. All of us here at the City of Mount Holly see this project as a collection of positive aspects. If the existing wastewater treatment plants were to have remained in use, each facility would have required expensive, cost-prohibitive, and complex upgrades to not only increase their water capacity, but also meet stringent state environmental regulations. Thank you, John. This demonstrates a major commitment to our environmental and natural resources. The Stowe facility will implement the most modern technology and cutting-edge treatments to clean and purify wastewater thoroughly before it returns to the Catawba River. It will achieve this goal by using a densified, activated sludge biological nutrient removal. I am fortunate enough to have a qualified staff that is much smarter than I am that knows what that may mean. This process will decrease primarily the nitrogen and the phosphorus discharges into the Catawba River. The infrastructure associated with the use of this nutrient removal system at Stowe will reduce costs by approximately $20 million when the facility begins processing its full capacity of 25 million gallons of water a day in a few years' time. As Angela alluded to before, this impressive purifying technology ensures the water released back into the Catawba River is near drinking water quality. This will have a positive effect on all of Gaston County for expanding our ecotourism industry, which promotes the river as a wonderful place for visitors to enjoy boating, rafting, kayaking, and other water sports. Plus, this cleaner water is beneficial for all of the wildlife that calls our riverbanks home. The Stowe facility, at its core, represents a regional approach to a more cost-effective and environmentally conscious way to manage wastewater treatment services. It also highlights our focus in Mount Holly to continuously build a more sustainable and resilient community. Now, I'll jump into a few technical details as I give you an idea on how this wastewater process will work. To link Mount Holly with the City of Charlotte's water collection system, wastewater pipelines were installed under the Catawba River using horizontal directional drilling. This involved drilling tunnels through bedrock roughly 60 feet underneath the waterway, which is really quite an impressive feat. Wastewater from Mount Holly sewer customers will first travel from local homes and businesses here in Mount Holly to the Mount Holly pump system. Next, it will be pumped through force mains, also called pressurized pipelines, beneath the Catawba River and Long Creek to the Long Creek pump station. Roughly 2 to 3 million gallons of wastewater per day will flow from this new pump station to Stowe facility via the Long Creek pump station. The full journey takes a backup generator, a partial flume, yard piping, valves, sidewalks, and access roads. And while Charlotte Water will treat Mount Holly's wastewater at Stowe facility, the City of Mount Holly's Utilities Department will continue to manage water services, billing and customer support for our utility customers. And I do just want to take a moment, as the mayor said, we have been very fortunate to have a great crew that has kept our wastewater treatment plant operating over the past few years. Keith, Sarah, Kerrigan, will you please all three stand? These three employees, knowing that we would be decommissioning, continue to come to work each day to keep us going. So thank you guys so much. Thank y'all. It is gratifying to be part of a project I know will make a tremendous positive impact on the lives of Mount Holly's residents as well as our regional neighbors in the years to come. Our long-standing partnership with Charlotte Water has now been physically demonstrated by the linking of our two cities under the Catawba River. This project marks progress, partnership, and a brighter future for our region. Again, thank you all so much to be here as we celebrate this great success today here in the city of Mount Holly.
Jonathan is a hard act to follow. Did the countdown happen? I saw Representative Torres. Okay, so the moment that we've been waiting for has arrived. The flow from Mount Holly Pump Station has traveled below the Catawba River and has been received at the Stowe site. And to commemorate that, you should see the raising of the Charlotte Water flag on the crane on the other side of the river. Is it moving? I know that I've heard, okay, it is moving. Oh, there it is. Now there's no wind, so it kind of looks like a red mark. But it's there. It's a flag. Ah, there it goes. There it is. Wonderful. All right, that is wonderful. One thing I did want to mention, as the community benefit project, Charlotte Water has preserved 90 acres of land surrounding the Stowe site to conserve the natural environment for future generations. There will be a public trail for hiking and biking and an educational walking trail accessible to nearby schools, featuring historical and environmental information about the Catawba River. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to be here with us this morning to commemorate this grand occasion. Special thanks to U.S. Senator Tom Tillis' office, U.S. Congressman Tim Moore's office, Representative Torbeth, who's here with his wife, the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality, the City Charlotte Council, and the Mount Holly City Council, and Mecklenburg County Commissioners. Give all our elected officials. It takes a lot of approvals. It takes funding and support to make something like this happen and to be transformational for our region. And also, I want to mention that Larkin Elkiston was on the Charlotte City Council when we were bringing this project forth for approval. So thank you for being here also. He's with the Attorney General's office now. Don't want to forget members of the Charlotte Water team and the Greater Project team. Do we have Haskell, Black and Beach? If you guys would raise your hands. Thank you so much for your support. OAHDR, thank you so much. Ron Hargrove, he's on the other side now, but Ron, thank you for your hard work. Ron retired. And also Nicole Bartlett, project manager. Thank you so much. And the Greater Charlotte Water team. So on behalf of the 1,300 employees who work every day to make sure that we are provided with water and wastewater services and stormwater services, we thank you and enjoy the rest of your week. Oh, and we would like for you all to sign here the shaft of the valve, and this will permanently be installed here for generations to come if you'll take the time to do that. And then we have photos on stage. We would like all elected officials to come up and get a photo.
I'm just going to add this one Charlotte name over here. Now,